Welcome back, guys. So in this video we are going to see trigonometry part 2, and today we are going to discuss about identities and problems on identities and how to solve the problems and different identities and also the previous revision. So yesterday we discussed about sine theta. In the previous part we discussed about these functions. This is sine, cosine, tan, cosecant, secant, cot, and today we'll revise it. So what is sine theta? Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse side. What is opposite side? The side which is opposite to the angle given is known as opposite side, right? What is hypotenuse? The side which is opposite to right angle. The side which is opposite to right angle is hypotenuse side. Now cosine theta. Cosine theta is adjacent by hypotenuse side. What is adjacent? The side which is adjacent to the angle given, right? The side which is adjacent to the angle given is known as adjacent side. So what is tan theta? Opposite by adjacent, or we can write it as sine theta by cosine theta. Cosecant theta, we can write cosecant theta as 1 by sine theta. It is reverse of sine theta. So we have sine theta as BC by AC. So we can take is cosecant theta as AC by BC, that equals to hypotenuse side by opposite side. Secant theta equals to 1 by cos theta. Same here, it will become reverse of cos theta, and that equals to hypotenuse side by adjacent side. Cot theta equals to 1 by tan theta, that equals to 1 by BC by AB. Now what is cot? Cot is reverse of tan. Tan is opposite side by adjacent side. Cot is adjacent side by opposite side, and we can say cot theta as cos theta by sin theta also. Next we discussed about angles yesterday, how to find the angles of these different functions. So we have majorly these 5 basic angles: 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. So we have discussed and trick to find out these angles, that is just we have to substitute root 0 by 2, root 1 by 2, root 2 by 2, root 3 by 2, root 4 by 2 for these angles and find it. So how you will get it? Root 0 by 2 becomes 0 only. Root 1 by 2, the value of root 1 is 1 only, so it becomes 1 by 2. Root 2 by 2, value of root 2 is root, we can take it as root 2 only, but this 2, the denominator 2, we can write it as root 2 into root 2. So the root 2 in the denominator and the root 2 in the numerator gets cancelled, and we get 1 by root 2, right? 60 degrees, we get root 3 by 2, we write it as root 3 by 2 only. So in 90 degrees we get root 4 by 2, the value of root 4 is 2. The value of root 4 is 2. So 2 by 2 becomes 1. Okay, the 2 cancels the numerator 2, so it becomes 1. Now cos. Cos is the reverse order of sine. Yesterday we discussed about it. What is cos? In the previous video we discussed about it. What is cos? Cos is reverse order of sine. So sine 90 is 1. Here cos 0 will become 1. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Sine 0 is 0. Cos 90 is 0. Okay. So what is tan? Tan is sine by cos. 0 by 1, 0. 1 by 2, root 3 by 2 becomes 1 by root 3. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So tan 30 becomes 1 by root 3, as this denominator 2 and this denominator in the sine 30 cancel itself. So sine 45 is 1 by root 2 and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So what will be the tan? 1. The value of tan 45 is 1. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. What will be the value of tan 60? Root 3, as this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, right? Now sine 90. Sine 90 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. And tan 90 becomes not defined because the value 0 can't be in denominator, as 0 can't divide any number. So the value becomes not defined. So what is cot? Cot is reverse of tan. So we can write it as reverse order of tan. Here not defined, sin tan 90 is not defined. Cot 0 becomes not defined. Here it is root 3. Cot 30 is root 3. Tan 45 is 1. Cot 45 is 1. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Cot 60 is 1 by root 3. Tan 0 is 0. Cot 90 is also 0. Now cosecant. What is cosecant? It is reverse of sine. Cosecant theta equals to 1 by sine theta. So 0 by, it is 0 by 1. We have ignored 1 here, but it is 0 by 1. Okay, it is 0 by 1. So it becomes 1 by 0 here. It becomes 1 by 0, or you can take it as we have written here 2. You can write it as 2 by 0 also, but 0 in denominator gives us the value not defined only, because 0 can't divide any number. So here 1 by 2, it becomes 2. Here 1 by root 2, it becomes root 2. Here root 3 by 2, it becomes 2 by root 3. Sin 90 is 1. Cosecant 90 will become also 1. Now secant. Secant is reverse of cos theta. Secant is 1 by cos theta. So cos 0 is 1. Secant 0 will also be 1, because 1 by 1. Numerator is also 1. Denominator is also 1. So secant will also become 1. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Secant 45 is root 2. Because this root 2 goes in numerator, so it becomes root 2. Now cos 60 is 1 by 2. Secant 60 is 2. Cos 90 is 0. It is 0 by 2 or 0 by 1. Secant becomes 2 by 0 or 1 by 0. As the 0 in the denominator doesn't give us any value, we know. Right? Next, trigonometric identities. So we have learned trigonometric identities earlier also, but let us look at it. So let's take a triangle ABC as usual. We have taken in part 1 also. ABC, opposite side is BC, adjacent side is AB, and hypotenuse is AC. What is opposite side? BC. What is adjacent? AB. What is hypotenuse? AC. Okay, we know Pythagoras theorem, it has hypotenuse square equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. Okay, hypotenuse square equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. So what is opposite? Opposite side, it is BC, right? Opposite is BC, adjacent is AB. Adjacent to the angle, the side adjacent to the angle is AB, and hypotenuse is AC. Okay, now we have to divide the total equation. This total equation, BC square plus AB square equals to AC square, by RHS. What is mean by RHS? RHS is the side which is in the right of the equals symbol. The side which is in the right side of equal symbol or right hand side. Okay, so we have to divide this total equation by RHS, that is BC square plus AB square by AC square. BC square, that is opposite, AB square, that is adjacent, divided by hypotenuse. In the right hand side, it gets divided by itself only, AC square by AC square. So now we divide it separately, BC square by AC square plus AB square by AC square equals to 1, as here AC square and AC square divide itself. What happens here? AC square and AC square divide itself. Okay, so now BC square by AC square. What is BC square? What is BC square? It is opposite side. What is AC square? Hypotenuse. BC square by AC square, opposite square by hypotenuse square. What is sine? Sine is opposite by hypotenuse. What is sine? Sine is opposite by hypotenuse. So what we get here? Sine square theta. What we get here? Sine square theta. BC square by AC square, opposite square by hypotenuse square. We get sine square theta. Now AB square. What is AB square? Adjacent square. What is AB square? Adjacent side square. What is AC? AC is hypotenuse. So adjacent by hypotenuse is cos theta. So we get cos square theta here. Okay. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So we proved first identity, right? What is first identity here? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Okay. How we proved it? First we took opposite Pythagoras theorem, that is opposite square plus adjacent square equals to hypotenuse square. Then we substituted the sides, that is BC square, opposite is BC, adjacent is AB, hypotenuse is AC. Now we divided it by total RHS. We divided it by RHS and we get BC square plus AB square by AC square. Okay. We took this AC square to the denominator and divided it. We get BC square plus AB square by AC square equals to AC square by AC square. So we divided it separately, BC square by AC square plus AB square by AC square. So what is BC square here? Opposite. What is AC square? Hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse, sin theta. What is AB square? Adjacent. What is AC square? Hypotenuse. What we get? What is adjacent by hypotenuse? Cos theta. So sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Got it? Right. Next. Again we take Pythagoras theorem only till here, like opposite square plus adjacent square equals to hypotenuse square. Again BC square plus AB square equals to AC square only. But in dividing, we divide each term by AB square. Each term by adjacent side square. Okay. So what is BC square? Opposite square. What is AB square? Adjacent square. So here adjacent getting divided by adjacent only, and here hypotenuse getting divided by adjacent square. So opposite by adjacent is tan theta. Opposite by adjacent is tan theta. Here adjacent and adjacent get cancelled. Adjacent and adjacent get cancelled and we get it as 1. We get it as 1 here. So tan theta opposite by adjacent is tan theta. Here adjacent and adjacent get cancelled. We get the value as 1. And hypotenuse by adjacent. Hypotenuse by adjacent is secant theta. Adjacent by hypotenuse is cos theta and secant theta is reverse of cos theta. So what we get? Hypotenuse by adjacent. Okay. That is secant square theta. Don't forget the square. So what is the identity? Tan square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta. What we did here? We divided each term by AB square. We divided each term by adjacent square. So what we get? BC square by AC square, that is opposite square by adjacent square. Here we get AB square by AB square, that is adjacent square by adjacent square. We get here AC square by AB square, hypotenuse square by adjacent square. So what is opposite by adjacent? Opposite by adjacent is tan square theta. And here adjacent and adjacent get cancelled. We get it as 1. Hypotenuse by adjacent is secant theta. We get it as secant square theta because yes, we have square also. So we proved second identity also. What is second identity? Tan square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta. So next, again same process, we divide it, we take Pythagoras theorem, opposite square plus adjacent square equals to hypotenuse square, BC square plus AB square equals to AC square. Now we divide each term by BC square. First we divided by hypotenuse for getting sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Then we divided by AB square to get tan square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta. Now we are dividing it by BC square. What we are taking? BC square. So divide it, BC square by BC square, opposite square by opposite square. Okay. Next is AB square by BC square, adjacent square by opposite square. And next equals to AC square by BC square, hypotenuse square by opposite square. What we get here? Here opposite and opposite cancel each other. Opposite and opposite cancel each other, right? So we get it as 1 plus Adjacent by opposite is cot square theta. Opposite by adjacent is tan theta. What is tan theta? Opposite by adjacent. What is reverse of it? Adjacent by opposite, that is equal to cot theta. Cot theta is adjacent by opposite, that equals to cot square theta. And we know that sin theta equals to opposite side by hypotenuse side. What is sin theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse side. And we know that cosecant theta is reverse of sin theta. Cosecant theta is reverse of sin theta. So we get here hypotenuse by opposite equals to cosecant square theta. Okay, what is third identity? Third identity is 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosecant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosecant square theta. What we did here, we took BC opposite side here, we divided it whole equation by BC square. What we got? BC square by BC square plus AB square by BC square, that equals to AC square by BC square. So we cancelled opposite square and opposite square. We got plus adjacent square by opposite square, that is cot square theta, and we got hypotenuse square by opposite side, that is cosecant square theta. Okay, so we proved 3 identities here. So now we can write these 3 identities in different ways. That is, now first identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So we can write sin square theta equals to 1 minus cos square theta. What we are doing here is sending this cos square theta to the RHS. Here it is having positive sign. If we send it to RHS, it gets negative sign. So sin square theta equals to 1 minus cos square theta. What is sin square theta? Sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Now in next thing what we do, we send sin square theta to the RHS. From here we send sin square theta to the RHS. What we get? Cos square theta equals to 1 minus sin square theta. What we get? Cos square theta equals to 1 minus sin square theta. So second identity is, we proved tan square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta, right? Tan square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta. So how we can write it? We can write it as, we can send this tan square theta to RHS and we get secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. If we send from this identity tan square theta to the RHS, we get secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1, right? Now how to find tan square theta? Now from here only, if we send this one to the RHS, we get tan square theta equals to secant square theta minus 1. Okay, how we got tan square theta? This one plus 1 is there, no? We send it to RHS, we get tan square theta equals to secant square theta minus 1. Now cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. But we found that 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosecant square theta. In the previous problem, we found that by Pythagoras theorem, we found 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosecant square theta. Now, if I want just 1 in the LHS, what I will do? I will send this cot square theta to the RHS. So what it will become? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. I'll just send this cot square theta to the RHS and 1 will be remaining in the LHS. So what it will become? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. Now next is cot square theta. Cot square theta equals to, from here only we can find it, cot square theta equals to, I'll send this one to the RHS, I get cosecant square theta minus 1. Cot square equals to cosecant square theta minus 1. How we got it? Here, from here we send this one to the RHS, we get cot square theta equals to cosecant square theta minus 1. Okay, so next let's take an example and solve it. So he has given us, if sin C equals to 15 by 17, if sin C, what is sin? Opposite by hypotenuse. He doesn't give us opposite side or adjacent side in every problem. We have to just think and write it. Sin is opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, Now sin C is indicating us the angle also. Where is the angle situated? On point C. The angle is situated on point C. So sin C, sin is opposite by hypotenuse. So what is opposite? Opposite is 15. So we wrote 15. The side opposite to angle C, that is AB, is 15. So what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC here. So the length of hypotenuse is 17. So he is asking us to find cos C. What is cos? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So he is asking us to find the side of BC and AC. What is BC by AC? He is asking us basically. So let us look at the solution. So he has given us sin C equals to 15 by 17. So we took opposite side as 15 and hypotenuse as 17. Now we have to find the adjacent side. So let us take adjacent side as x. Okay. Now what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 17 square. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 17 square. Opposite square. Opposite square is opposite side is 15 and its value is 15. The opposite side is AB and its value is 15. So 15 square plus x square. By Pythagoras theorem, we get hypotenuse square equals to opposite side square plus adjacent square. So 17 square equals to 15 square plus x square. So now we have to find just x square. So we send this 15 square to the LHS. So x square equals to 17 square minus 15 square. So what is 17 square? 17 square equals to 289. 15 square equals to 225. X square equals to 289 minus 225. X square equals to 64. 289 minus 225 equals to 64. So x equals to root over 64. Right? Now x equals to 8. Root over 64 equals to 8. If you do 8 square, 8 into 8 equals to 64. So x equals to 8. Now adjacent side, we got this value of this x as 8. So what is cos C? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. So we have value of adjacent as 8 and hypotenuse as 17. So we got the value of cos C as 8 by 17. Now if you want to do in another way using identities, so here it is. We know that first identity as sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Right? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. We have sin here. Sin is 15 by 17 plus cos square C equals to 1. Right? Now 15 square by 17 square. 225 by 289 plus cos square C equals to 1. Now cos square C equals to 1 minus 225 by 289. We are sending this 225 by 289 to the RHS. So cos square C equals to, here we cross multiply it and by doing LCM we get 289 minus 225 by 289. How? Here 1 is there, no? We multiply 289 into 1 minus 225 by 289. Here it is denominator is 1. So 289 into 1 minus 225 into 1 by 289. We get 289 minus 225 by 289. So cos square C equals to 64 by 289. 289 minus 225 is 64. And we have denominator as 289. So cos square C equals to 64 by 289. Cos C equals to this square becomes this root here and it applies to numerator and denominator, that is root 64 by root 289. So what we get here, cos C equals to 8 by 17. Root over 64 by root over 64 is 8 and root over 289 is 17. Okay, so I'll give a problem to you. You just solve it. In the next video we'll discuss it. If tan x equals to 5 by 12, then find secant x. So he has given us tan x, we have to find secant x. I'll give a hint to you. What is tan? Tan is opposite by adjacent. So we have the value of opposite as 5 and adjacent as 12. So what is secant? Secant is opposite of cos. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So what secant will be? Hypotenuse by adjacent. So we just need to find the value of hypotenuse. You can use Pythagoras theorem or you can solve by identity also, right?